Is that a shoulder turn? Is that a shoulder turn? Let's take a look. Which one gives the best results and which one's going to give more power? First of all, guys, welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to see all the latest videos coming forward, please hit that subscribe button below. That way you're guaranteed to get all the latest content that's always being released by us. Now, on to today's video. What we are looking at is having a look at the shoulder rotation and how that can get you more power. So misunderstood by people in terms of where you get that turn from. What actually we're looking at is how from the top of your back right in here, how that is related to rotation. People think you're rotating your shoulders, but then you don't. They can move very independently, but you're not creating a coil. So what we're looking at is how do you get that power from this thoracic rotation at the top of the back. So what we're thinking here is that once you're into your position here at address and you've started to rotate, the left shoulder goes more down. So in theory, this is creating side bend. So this is side bend when we're just stood upright. So this is right side bend and this is left. So it's just tilting from side to side. But because we're bent forwards, as we turn, we create this side bend in this left side. It goes down towards the ground. And at the same time, what that does is, if you've seen previous videos, and if you haven't, jump back about 3 videos, and you can see when we're talking about how Tiger's been loading his right side of his glute properly. What we're doing there is that we're talking about how the left side bend goes down and the glute is then loaded. Now, if we just have this motion, this is as far as I can get the rotation now. So nowhere near 90. What I then tend to see a lot of people doing that get it wrong is they roll over this way because they think they need to get the shoulder behind the ball. Now what this does is, you see the shoulders have now got very, very flat. And what this then means is you're not going to get much power. The only way you're getting your power is by shifting your weight from side to side. The problem we've got with this is that we've now got to time the move at the bottom because we're moving from side to side. The ball isn't moving from side to side with us, so I've got to time my movement back to the ball. It's going to be difficult. So what we're going to have a look at is how can we create more rotation without adding that extra movement in. So what it is this: once you've got yourself to what would be maxed here, feel like your top of your back here extends, but it'll extend whilst you're still forwards. So it's a strange concept. It is this way. So you can see how the back almost feels like it's lifting, but my body's not lifting out of posture. So it doesn't mean that I'm going from here and lifting, because that's coming out my spine angle. It means extending the back, which basically completes the turn. So you can see where the golf club's gone relative to the golf bag here, and now as I extend, see how much more turn we've got. It's got way past 90 here, okay? And this is the key, and you see that the buttons are more pointing towards the camera. This gives us the extra turn, and this is then what will help to complete the arm swing and get the club longer in the backswing, okay? So if you don't complete it, feel like that top of the back gets longer, like that spine's just extending a little bit, but it's extending in this direction, not upwards, okay? Don't misinterpret this with a reverse pivot. It isn't a reverse pivot. A reverse pivot is when the left shoulder's already gone down to start with over the front foot. It's not that, okay? It is extending from here. So I'm still in my posture, I've still got my glute loaded, and I've got more turn. These are going to be huge. These are what links to more power. When we have a look at some of the best players in the world, they all do this. One guy who's doing this at the moment is really interesting to look at. If you haven't seen him, search it online. When Victor Hovland wants to hit a longer drive, he pauses about here, then extends the turn out from there to make sure he gets more rotation. Here's a pause move, extends the turn, and then hits. So he's putting that into practice on the golf course. Let's have a go right here now, seeing what that feels like in terms of making sure we complete that rotation. What I'd implore you to do is to start with, whilst you're doing it, is just to hit the ball a little bit smoother. Don't try and hit it as hard, because you want to make sure that you're not at your full speed, because you want to make sure that you've got the feeling. So for me, feels like, so I can get that feeling there, Making sure that I'm not moving onto my toes whilst I'm doing it. Got to still be in that right heel. That's the key. Don't tilt forwards then for your back can go upwards. So let's see what this is like. So for me right there, I really felt like I completely stayed in my posture, completed that upper back turn, and it got a really nice strike. It was a decent shot. This is the key. You got to make sure that you complete that turn from the right area, not moving off the golf ball. It's going to give you more consistency. Give this a go. First of all, start it off at home, in front of the mirror, this way, get a feeling for it, and then translate that feeling onto the practice ground. Video on your phone, we've all got that capability these days. See, is that feel real from the house coming onto the golf course, and then finally translate that onto the course, and hopefully this will translate to hitting the ball further, more consistently, lower scores hopefully will ensue for you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Comment below stuff that you'd like covering going forwards as concepts, etc., to help your game and shoot lower scores. As always, thanks for watching, and talk to you again soon.